crowded graveyard in a quiet village. People gather around a fresh grave, gasping in horror. A massive snake, coiled around the coffin, hisses menacingly. Whispers spread. This isn't natural. Something is terribly wrong. Someone in the crowd murmurs, "If you get to know the truth behind it, you will be shocked to surprise." The village elder steps forward, declaring that such an occurrence only happens when the deceased has committed great sins. "The snake guards the grave of the wicked," he says, demanding justice for what they've done in life. Shift to a flashback, introducing Armand, the man in the grave. He was once a wealthy but corrupt trader in the village. Known for his cunning, he amassed riches at the expense of others, cheating and deceiving anyone he could. Armand's worst act was betraying his closest friend, Khalid, a farmer. Armand tricked Khalid into selling his ancestral land for a fraction of its worth, knowing it would ruin him. Khalid's family was left homeless, and his wife died of illness shortly after. One day, during one of his shady deals, Armand ventured into the nearby forest to meet a mysterious buyer. He ignored the warnings of villagers who believed the forest was cursed. In the forest, Armand encountered a strange hermit with piercing eyes. The hermit warned him, "Your greed will be your undoing. For every soul you've harmed, the earth will take its revenge." Armand laughed it off, mocking the old man. As Armand left the forest, he noticed a snake watching him from the trees. Its golden eyes seemed to follow him wherever he went. He felt uneasy but brushed it off as superstition. Armand's downfall began when he made a deal with a corrupt official, selling poisoned grain to the village during a food shortage. Many fell ill, and a few even died. The villagers suspected Armand, but had no proof. Khalid returned to the village, now a broken man. Confronting Armand in public, he cursed him. "You may have wealth, but you will die alone, haunted by the lives you've ruined." Armand dismissed the outburst, but the words lingered in his mind. One stormy night, Armand saw the same snake from the forest outside his mansion. It slithered toward him, and for the first time in his life, he felt true fear. A few days later, Armand died under mysterious circumstances in his sleep. His body was found with strange bite marks on his arm, though no one saw a snake in the room. The villagers buried Armand in the graveyard, but whispers of his sins filled the air. "The grave will judge him," an old woman said ominously. Days later, the snake appeared at Armand's grave. It coiled itself around the coffin, refusing to leave. Villagers believed it was the embodiment of his sins, guarding his soul from escaping. The village began to experience strange events. Crops wilted overnight, and animals avoided the graveyard. The villagers grew more fearful, convinced Armand's spirit was restless. Khalid dreamed of the hermit from the forest, who revealed the truth. The snake was the guardian of justice, sent to ensure Armand faced punishment in the afterlife. "The grave will reveal his sins to all who come near," the hermit said. The gravekeeper revealed that every night he heard hissing sounds and saw shadows moving near the grave. "It's as if the snake is speaking to something or someone beneath the ground," he said. The villagers demanded the elder perform a ritual to cleanse the graveyard. They believed the snake's presence was a curse, and Armand's sins would bring misfortune to everyone. During the ritual, the elder sprinkled holy water on the grave. To everyone's shock, the ground beneath the coffin cracked, revealing bones of animals and treasures Armand had stolen and buried in secret. His corruption was worse than anyone imagined. Khalid, moved by the revelations, forgave Armand, saying, "Let his soul find peace, but let his story serve as a warning." The snake, as if understanding, slithered away into the forest. The villagers filled the grave and placed a stone that read, "Here lies the man whose greed taught us the cost of betrayal." From that day, no snake or strange occurrences were ever seen again. Subscribe and press the bell icon so that you never miss the amazing video.